Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Modi says new Delhi G20 Summit will chart a new path in human-centric and inclusive development. International Clean Air Day and culmination of deeper public engagement and consultation on the National Clean Air Programme observed in Kohima. Ministry of Mines generates over 17 crore rupees revenue by disposing of scraps and weeded out files. And government sets up new central empowered committee to assist Supreme Court in matters of forest and environment issues. Now the news in detail. India is all set to host the 18th G20 Summit in New Delhi beginning tomorrow. Global leaders continue to arrive in the city to attend the summit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that a new Delhi G20 Summit will chart a new path in human-centric and inclusive development. In a series of social media posts, Modi said that he looks forward to productive discussions with world leaders over the next 2 days. Welcoming the world leaders at the summit, Modi said that India is delighted to host the 18th G20 Summit, which is the first ever G20 Summit being hosted by it. Prime Minister Modi said that India seeks to accelerate progress of Sustainable Development Goals, Green Development Pacts for a Sustainable Future, and strengthen multilateral institutions for the 21st century. He said that India attaches immense priority to futuristic sectors such as technological transformation and digital public infrastructure, and will also collectively work to further gender equality and women empowerment and ensure world peace. The International Clean Air Day, along with the culmination of deeper public engagement and consultation under the National Clean Air Programme 2022-23 for Kohima city, was observed today at Capital Cultural Hall. Themed Together for Clean Air, the event was organized by the District Administration, Kohima, in collaboration with the Zup Zup India Kohima Smart City Development Limited and Kohima Municipal Council. Addressing the program as a special guest, DC Kohima Shanavasi called upon citizens to advocate cleanliness to maintain a clean and healthy environment in the city. He also encouraged students to become ambassadors for creating awareness about safeguarding the cleanliness of the city. CEO of ASCDL, Kejar Tenyo, emphasized that over 99% of the world's population is exposed to polluted air, resulting in 6.7 million deaths annually. Air pollution stands as the single greatest environmental risk to human health and a major preventable cause of death and disease globally. He said that smart living is about being responsible and embracing change, and he called on all citizens to support the efforts of Kohima Smart City Development Limited in making Kohima a more livable city. Razakre Government High School, Biover Higher Secondary School and GMS Midland received recognition as the best performing schools, while the Epitome Award was earned by Northfield School. Ministry of Mines has generated over 17 crore rupees revenue by disposing of scraps and weeded out about 2,700 files from November last year till August this year. The activities taken up as a part of the special campaign 2.0, the ministry could free up to over 34,000 square feet of office space. The ministry undertook several activities under the campaign, including creating rainwater harvesting, compost pits, cleaning lakes and ponds, besides eco-disposal of waste. The ministry has identified 84 site offices across the country for implementing 116 activities in the name of Giving Back to the Environment campaign. Government has set up a new Central Empowered Committee, CEC, replacing an ad hoc expert panel which assisted the Supreme Court in matters of forest and environment issues. The CEC, initially established by the Apex Court in 2002, served as a watchdog for issues pertaining to environmental conservation and compliance. This comes shortly after the passage of the Forest Conservation Amendment Bill 2023. The Centre will nominate and appoint members to the new CEC, comprising a chairperson, a member secretary, and 3 expert members. This news comes to you from Akashvani, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News On Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Kohima District Task Force for Immunization, encompassing both rural and urban areas, organized an interdepartmental convergence meeting to address the intensified Mission Indratanush IMI, measles and rubella MR, elimination drive, and routine immunization RI at DC Conference Hall, Kohima on Wednesday. Senior Medical Officer from WHO, Dr. Sheila, presented updates on the coverage data analysis of RI spanning from April to August 2023. She announced that the next RI session is scheduled to commence on 11 September. Dr. Sheila highlighted various challenges such as dropouts, left-outs, concerns about adverse effects following immunization, and refusals stemming from insufficient dissemination of information about RI and its significance. She emphasized the role of auxiliary nurse midwives in informing individuals about the administered vaccines, the diseases it prevents, the due list for the next immunization, and maintaining accurate records. 4 vaccinators and community mobilizers, Trazovonio Asha Kezoma, Kikrusio Asha Tizama, Pudulu, Lady Health Visitor Wiswema, and Kilangtula A&M Nagabazar Sub-Center were felicitated with certificate and gift hampers for their commendable contributions. The central government has notified the third phase of mandatory hallmarking via hallmarking of gold jewellery and gold artifacts, Third Amendment Order 2023. The third phase of the mandatory hallmarking, which came into force today, covers an additional 55 new districts under the mandatory hallmarking system, wherein hallmarking centres have been set up. The total number of districts covered under mandatory hallmarking is 343. BIS implemented mandatory hallmarking is 256 districts of the country on 23 June 2021 in the first phase, and in the additional 32 districts with effect from 4 April 2022 in the second phase. In view of the forthcoming Assembly session scheduled from 11 to 14 September, the area governing new NLA complex and Chief Minister's official residence under Kohima municipality has been declared as no drone zone as part of the security arrangements. Flying of any remotely piloted aircraft such as drones, unmanned aerial vehicles, etc. will be restricted. Further violation of the directive will amount to suspension or cancellation of the UAOP of the RPA issued by the Director General of Civil Aviation and will be prosecuted under relevant section of laws. Government of Nagaland has declared September 9, the second Saturday, as working day for the state government offices located in Kohima. The declaration was made in view of the second session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly, which commences from 11th of September. All administrative heads and heads of departments are directed to ensure attendance of the officers and staff of their respective departments. And in sports, the 10th Inter-Departmental Tournament in Zonabuto District commenced at the DSCZ Indoor Stadium with Advisor for Land Resources G. Iguto Zimomi gracing the event. Organized by the District Sports Council, it will conclude tomorrow. Advisor Zimomi emphasized the need for such tournaments to refresh and rejuvenate employees who are often engrossed in their works. He encouraged all participants not only to strive for victory but also to embody the spirit of sportsmanship which reflects an individual's character. The departments are competing in badminton, both doubles and singles, and carom doubles. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Modi says new Delhi G20 Summit will chart a new path in human-centric and inclusive development. International Clean Air Day and culmination of deeper public engagement and consultation on the National Clean Air Programme observed in Kohima. Ministry of Mines generates over 17 crore rupees revenue by disposing of scraps and weeded out files. And government sets up new central empowered committee to assist Supreme Court in matters of forest and environment issues. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.